Libra, I feel like you are receiving an answer or getting some clarity either through your intuition or especially through your dreams. And the reason I say that is while connecting with your energy, I actually saw an Asclepion, an ancient Greek temple that was actually dedicated to Asclepius, the god of healing, the god of medicine. But how he was worshipped, or one of the practices that were associated with him, were these dream temples. People would actually fall asleep and they would get some kind of dream and they would tell the doctor or the physician, and the physician would then prescribe something after interpreting that dream. And so it feels like there is some sort of code for you to crack. There is some sort of puzzle that you are receiving right now. And even though I do feel like your intuition is strong, it's almost giving you some pieces to put together. That's really the sense I'm getting here. And this temple was also very beautiful. There was a night sky behind it. It was full of stars. I could see the outline of the Milky Way. It was quite beautiful. And I feel like there is something about you connecting to the divine. And maybe some of you quite literally are connecting with ancient cultures or deities. This could potentially be something here that is a bit of a confirmation. And this might even just be a bit of a side message. I'm not sure what exactly the tarot reading is going to have to say. I'm very curious actually to see what cards come through for you. I did already get some animal cards, which we'll start off with before diving into the tarot, but I do just have a little bit of housekeeping before we get into all of that. Obviously, for those of you who have been following me around for some time, you've probably realized I have finally rebranded. I am now going by Micah Serafi. My pronouns are they, he. For those of you who are brand new to this channel, hello and welcome. I did also open up a coffee. So for those of you who feel so called and have the means to do so, Coffee is a website that lets you make a one-time or monthly donation. It really helps me as a creator to continue putting out all of these readings for you. And it's something I've kind of been hesitant about, but I've received a lot of encouragement from the people in my life, so I'm finally just doing it. And of course, not necessary at all. I really do appreciate the support through the likes, shares, comments, and subscribes. And if you've been following around for some time and have not done so already, I really encourage you to hit that subscribe and bell notification. That way you can always stay up to date with what's in the cards for you. I do also have links in the description of this video to all of my social media accounts, as well as my website, where you can book any of my services with me. I do readings and distance energy healing sessions, so if you're ready for that deep dive, find the link in the description of this video, as well as links to all of my other accounts. So Libra, I did pull some interesting cards for you here. The first card that I have actually was the elephant. And this is really interesting because it does feel very matriarchal to me. Elephants often do travel in matriarchal herds, and it feels like there is something about that side of your family, that part of your lineage, whether you're doing some kind of ancestral work, maybe there are some themes or some issues or wounds or patterns that are just coming from that part of your family, from that side of your lineage. Maybe that is also part of this like ancient connection as well that I was sort of getting. Maybe there is something there. I feel like some of you also have ancestors who visit you in dreams as well. I'm actually hearing that some of you don't even recognize that some of these beings or people in your dreams are ancestors, and maybe they're communicating with you through synchronicities or other means as well. So that's kind of interesting. But the elephant really does tell me that there is something here that is unstoppable about you. There is something larger at play. And it's kind of funny. Like, I really do feel like there is something about just let go and let God. Like letting divinity, letting the universe take control of things and playing more of a role of co-creator as opposed to trying to just do something on your own. Because I really do feel like there is almost this surrender or release. And at the time of this recording, it is a timeless reading, so maybe this is going to be referring to another time, but we are getting into Virgo season. And Virgo season for you, Libra, is your astrological 12th house. It is actually pertaining to dreams, the subconscious, intuition, and this could also include things like self-limiting beliefs, things that are hidden or not yet revealed to you. So it really does feel like you have this connection to the spirit world right now. And there is almost this air of mystery. And it feels like with Elephant, there is a path that is being cleared for you right now. And you just have to have faith. You just have to let go right now and trust whatever is happening in your life, that it is meant to be. There's an opportunity that is coming or that is here, and it is going to help you move forward, even if you don't see the full picture of this right now. And I feel like for a lot of you, maybe you're really in your head or trying to intuit something. The other card that came through was actually the golden egg. And this card is very, very beautiful. Maybe there is something that is incubating for you at this time, but I really do think of this as connecting to the heart. And sometimes when we're really in our minds, we disconnect from this part of ourselves. And the truth is, sometimes when we're looking for clarity, when we're looking for answers, we're actually just looking for the feeling that we think those answers, that knowledge, will give us. And so I want to make you consider, offer you, Libra, that what you're looking for is actually a feeling. And to sort of detach from what your life has to look like or what outcomes you think you need in order to feel happy, to feel peaceful, to feel fulfilled, to feel loved. Because I feel like the universe is trying to give you a gift. And this is kind of reminding me of the Pisces reading, and I'm getting sort of a similar message for you too, where it's almost like you might look back on this period of your life right now, or on your past, and just say to yourself something like, I am so grateful I didn't get the life I thought I wanted. And I know this is sort of a weird message. I know that's not generally what people want to hear, and maybe this is just applying to the past. Use your own intuition and discernment here, but if this is already pulling at some threads, there's a good chance there's some other messages in this reading for you as well. So I am going to start shuffling these tarot cards, and as I'm doing that, I just want to give my friendly reminder that these are general messages. So take what resonates, leave the rest behind for somebody else. Maybe even pause this video to really feel in your body what this clarity feels like, and that way you can best discern what messages are meant for you at this time. It's also possible that some of these messages are meant to be shared with somebody else, regardless of zodiac sign, and maybe you're meant to be a little bit of a messenger, and those shares do help this channel grow as well, so I also appreciate that. What are the messages that we have? What are the messages that we have for Libra? Wow. Oh. Libra, I do get some real pain, honestly. And this is coming in the past, so I don't want people to be afraid of this. But I get the sense of heartache. Something didn't go the way you wanted. Maybe there was a breakup, maybe there was an ending or a sense of betrayal. But it almost feels larger than that, just based on the themes. It's not just that something didn't go the way you had hoped or expected. It challenged your faith. That's what I'm really feeling for you, Libra. And the advice, the lesson you learned from the past was the Eight of Cups. You had to walk away from something even if it was painful for you. And you know, I am seeing the Ten of Cups at the bottom of the deck. This is actually a card that can indicate things like long-term happiness, fulfillment, relationships, maybe community, maybe family for some of you as well, and that could be part of this ancestral connection. I sometimes feel like ancestors do come in when we can't have relationship with our living relatives. They're kind of still working with us, helping us heal from the patterns that we've passed on generationally. So that could be a message for some of you, but I really do feel like I'm honestly getting like a relationship ending or something that was once very near and dear to your heart, especially with this heart chakra card, the golden egg. But I do think there's something more aligned for you. I really, really do. And it might be hard to see that right now. I'm almost getting like a Four of Cups energy from this. Like, you might feel discontent from what the universe is trying to hand you right now. Because there is a gift coming in with the Six of Pentacles. You could be receiving some money or resources or an opportunity This actually feels like a gift from the universe, whether that is delivered through another person or organization or whatever this is. You are benefiting from somebody else's favor. You're receiving something here. And you know, it's interesting because even in this is kind of that Four of Cups energy I was getting before too. It's almost like, well, I don't want your charity. Or there's some kind of shame that's coming up with what you are receiving right now. And that's interesting. Maybe that's something to unpack, to peel away. What are you making this mean? This isn't all your life is going to be either. The Ace of Swords, this is just a new beginning. This is the temporary thing. It's the next step. You are taking the next step, or you are being given the next chapter. There is a key that is being handed to you that is unlocking the next room, the next door. But it doesn't feel like an ending per se. There is more to your story. There's more to your journey right now. And maybe there is finally some fruit that is coming in, is being bore from your past efforts. You are reaping what you have sown, and you could be receiving some message or good news about this. I'm really getting a sense of windfall. Honestly, for some of you, certainly not all of you, there could be something with inheritance that is coming in. And maybe there's some kind of conflict. Maybe that's what this heartache is indicating with the Three of Swords. However this boon is coming into your life, Libra, it is a gift. And we have the Ace of Wands. There is something passionate for you to pursue, some sort of creation, something that lights you up. Interesting. Tell me more about this Ace of Wands. What's this Ace of Wands here? Ace of Wands and the Five of Swords. Focus your energy on your passions and creativity right now. The things that give you that spark, that fire. Because I feel like some of you, interesting. Some of you, I'm just going to say how this is coming in. And I hope this doesn't sound pointed, but I feel like some of you have been drawn to dramatic relationships or situations in the past because there is an unsatisfied artist or creative living inside of you. And so there's almost this part of you that's creating drama because you are not fulfilling your creative needs. You are not seeking out that source of inspiration. Because I really do feel like some of you are meant to channel this in some way. Getting in touch with your own creativity, like what do you want to make? And maybe that's part of the gift that you are being given right now. Ooh, lots of cards. Okay. Lots of different messages here. Page of Swords, which is kind of like the energy I was describing. Some of you are learning about new topics or interests. There could be some communication here. There might even potentially be some kind of rivalry, friendly or otherwise, that could potentially be motivating you, which is sort of interesting. Very interesting. Maybe some of you are feeling a little left in the dark here. That could be a very interesting synchronicity. There's just suddenly lights out. It is interesting because I did get the Two of Swords, which quite literally is the image of an eclipse. We actually do have a couple of eclipses coming up at the time of this recording. These are going to be in Pisces, the full moon lunar eclipse on September 7th of 2025. And then on September 21st, we have the solar eclipse in Virgo. And there's actually going to be 2 new moons in Virgo as well. So this is actually really what feels like there is a gift, an offering coming in that you almost can't control. It's just being given to you. There is something that is being gifted to you right now, Libra, but it feels like you're being left in the dark. You're not being told all the answers right now because you have to trust in the path you are being guided on. And I'm going to be honest that there has been some loss with the Tower here. Some big change, some kind of disruption. But I feel like you are being guided. You are being so protected right now, Libra. I feel like you are receiving the protection of your ancestors, of your guides, maybe even some deities that you work with. But it is interesting. I do feel like there is something about this eclipse that is going to be very powerful for you. I actually do want to pull why is the Tower here? But I do just want to bring to mind one more thing. We have strength. And this is why I feel like regardless of what is going on in your life, Libra, you will overcome this. You are finding a strength and a conviction that you didn't even know you had. And maybe that is part of this gift you are receiving. But I do think there is more to it. You are so much stronger than you know. And you are about to realize that. And I don't even want to just say stronger. You are so much more than you know right now, Libra. And part of this eclipse, it may reveal something mysterious to you. You may have a very life-changing spiritual experience. Or maybe that's something that's already happened and you're integrating from that. Why is the Tower here? Why is the Tower here for Libra? I have the Six of Cups with the Ten of Cups. There could be some connection. It's interesting the Ten of Cups is back. Honestly, Libra, I feel like there might be someone coming back from your past or some sort of relationship pattern or theme that you're letting go of. And you know you need to let this person go. Or this situation go, maybe, for some of you. You know you need to let it go. And that's hard. And knowing that doesn't necessarily make it easier. It doesn't make the feelings go away. And it's okay to have those feelings. It's okay to miss something that wasn't right for you. But you are getting very strong guidance right now that you need to move on. With the Eight of Cups earlier, I don't necessarily read reversals with this deck, but I will say both of these cards did come out in reverse. And also don't let things from the past seem better than they are. Don't let nostalgia cloud your clarity. Because I don't think things were as good as you thought they were. I'm just going to be honest. And I think you thought they were good. You might even be disagreeing with me right now, and that's okay. Ultimately, trust your own intuition and discernment. I'm just giving you what is coming through with these cards. What else do we have here? I do want to kind of turn this down a little bit. I feel like that's a little more comfortable. Okay. So what are the messages for Libra? What is this Tower about? Or what is this past connection about? I feel like this is honestly just a time to sort of withdraw, retreat. That doesn't mean isolate. It's not the same thing. I'm talking about contemplation. I'm talking about introspection. Taking some time to really sit with yourself without distractions. Really, really meditate or engage with some kind of mindfulness practice, whatever that is for you, Libra, whatever your spiritual practice looks like, it doesn't really matter. as long as it helps you feel connected. I just heard float tank. That might be something for some of you too. There is a reason for this right now. Oh my God, literally as I say it, it's the Wheel of Fortune. I know this is so hard to believe, Libra, but whatever has been going on in your life, it really is in your favor. Whatever it is that you're letting go of, whatever loss you're experiencing right now, there is something here that is opening a door for you. Even if that is just connecting to other people who are experiencing similar pain or suffering as you, there is something that you are meant to carry, a torch you are meant to pass on here with the elephant. You are carrying the light for others now. You are showing the way for others. And you don't even necessarily know where you are going next either. And, you know, time is very fluid here. Maybe right now you don't know where you're going, but in the future you will be leading and guiding others. Really get into your heart, Libra. I mean, this energy feels very internal, to be honest. And yes, there are some major shifts that are happening in your life, and some of which are positive, some of which are difficult. You know, I don't sugarcoat these readings. I give the message hoping that it connects with the people who need to hear it. This shouldn't be freaking you out. This shouldn't be feeling heavy. It should be feeling like I am capturing something for you, and this is uplifting you, or it's giving you something that helps you heal. And if that's not what this feels like, then this might just not be the reading for you right now, and that's okay. Tell me more about this Wheel of Fortune. Where is this all leading? I don't think I'm going to be given an answer. The Hierophant. Spiritual growth, wisdom, enlightenment, maybe? You won't be able to see the world the same way again. And the Hierophant does represent spiritual connections to religions, to practices, again, deities. I am so curious if some of you are connected to deities or animals or ancestors. Like, who is it that you are connecting to right now? Because it feels like they are communicating to you very, very loudly. And there might even be an invitation from some entity or some spirit for you to work with them. Anything else? Is there anything else? I feel like you are unlocking your spiritual gifts. You're being handed the key. You don't even know what the key is for yet. You don't know what door it opens. Maybe you've had this key your whole life. There is going to be a moment soon where it feels like everything in your life led you to that moment, led you to now, led you to this future, this path you will be walking. Kind of an intense reading, guys, I'm not gonna lie. I think those are all the messages for you right now. I think you are meant to find these answers on your own. And hopefully something in here gave you something to think about. I would love to hear from you in the comment section down below. And I mean, if you've made it all the way to the end here, definitely consider hitting like and subscribe, as well as that bell notification, so you can always stay up to date with what's in the cards for you. Again, I have links for all of my social media, my website, and donations for those of you who feel so called. All of that is in the description of this video. And you can also check out the playlists on my channel to find some other timeless readings. Maybe there's some messages for you there as well. I'm sending lots of love and blessings your way. Take care, Libra.